Welcome to Login Link. Today we're going to look at one of the functions that's embedded in the system. We will start with a quick trip to the folder setups. And I want to show you how one can select one of these special functions in here. I will just use admin for now by way of example. During the process of defining or creating a folder, there is an option at the bottom of this list here that says log2. Now if I go and click on the little button next to it, it gives me a range of all the active folders that I have in the system to choose from. If I select just for the hell of it now that one over there, then you'll see automatically this login link field here switched itself on. I'm going to switch it off again, and I'm going to go and clear this one. Oops, wrong place. I'm going to go and clear this one for now so as not to pollute my information. We have a folder in here called bills due, and in bills due we have that field selected, and the folder that we have selected for it is called expenses. So there it is. We selected expenses for it, and we can see that the login link field here is selected for inclusion in the folder. So now we'll make a quick tour and I will show you how this works. It is a mechanism that enables you to copy selected records or folder items from one folder to another. This has a surprisingly large number of applications, but I will show you a very simple one, where I will go to the bills due folder, which I will do now, and I'm not too sure where it is, so we'll go and find it through all folders. So I want to go to bills due. From bills due, I will take one of the existing entries and simply mark it as complete once I have completed some information for it. I select this first one that's called car, and what I will do is I'll go and put a date in here when I paid it. I will say, well, that was today. Then I will move the cursor down this way a little bit. Now there's of course several ways in which you can do this. You could have just selected edit over here and achieved the same thing, but I will now select log by simply clicking on it, and I will say done. So all I've done on this one is I've entered a date and I've said log it, and I'll go and select this item again, and I right click next to it, mark it as complete. So nothing much happens except it's now marked as complete. However, if I go to expenses, then suddenly you will see that there's a new entry in here that is not marked as complete, that is automatically migrated from my bills due to my expenses. So there's the entry that we had marked as complete. There's the payment date. This means that we managed to move a copy of this transaction to another folder by simply selecting the log function and then marking it as complete. Marking it as complete is the trigger that causes the transaction to be copied. In the real world, the practical application of this typically is, as I just showed you, to on the one hand keep a track of bills that come in, and once you pay them, automatically move them to your expenses folder, where you might be recording any other miscellaneous expenses you might be incurring. From a project perspective, you might be running 5 projects and you want to track the billable hours. So you would have a folder that's called project summary, and you might enter 10 items on a folder or complete 10 items on a folder, but only 2 of those are in fact with billable hours. So this becomes a very convenient and simple way to move transactions that have to be billed from your project folders into the billable folder. And that is the end of the lesson today. Goodbye and have a good one.